Legacy Talks is going to be a podcast that's talking about deep dive discussions. We're going to get into this family right here. Part of this family, though, we got
Anthony Perkins, the first.
Dum-dum. And then we got
Amari Perkins.
this Gango.
Oh my God!
Like
Amari Perkins with the deep voice.
I'm Dark Knight. Like what? Alright, so a little like starter for the whole conversation. Question is, what is your concept of Black legacy, and like what does that kind of mean to you?
Truly, what it means is being able to pass down something from their heritage to your kids, to their kids, to make sure that traditions are always followed, to make sure that your real self is shown to the generation after you. All right.
Dark Knight?
I agree with what he said about just you're passing along your values, your morals, and it carries on throughout generations, and you get to build wealth along with it.
I like that.
I like that. And I was going to hit on to that point, just like where you get to start a whole legacy of wealth, of family, of history. Everything just correlates and just keeps on moving, because you have a lot of Black communities out here that ain't doing that. We have Black communities that everybody just stays at the same. But I feel like Black community, Black people, we can really bring that up. We can really, truly rule this world.
But is it only finances as in wealth, or are you saying that it's what?
Knowledge as well.
That's what I was going to say. When you say wealth, to me, it's about the knowledge and passing down the knowledge. So, like, my grandkids don't start at ground zero. They get to start, hey, I learned this from my dad. His dad taught this. And, hey, you don't start at ground zero with that.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Talking about family and how we are getting to that little conversation, within our family history, how is that heritage and all that kind of stuff influence your understanding of Black legacy?
So you guys got brought up in a middle class family. I was brought up where we had to steal water. I was brought up where we had to steal to get food. I was brought up in a way that we had holes at the bottom of my shoes. I know, but like me and my brother used to share the same underwear. I know it sounds disgusting, but it was just to be able to survive. And without those things, y'all don't get to enjoy the life that you live. So to be able to answer your question, it's all of those experiences for me made me do certain things with you guys as we're growing up. Hey, that's why you got to do this. This is why you got to take care of that person. This is why you got to make sure that your brother and your sister is taken care of. This is why you got to be accountable. Y'all remember when I used to, hey, Mara, you in charge? Mara, you in charge today, and you got
Worst person to be in charge.
Say it again?
Worst person to be in charge. She couldn't do nothing.
That was Dia.
Everybody remember that one time?
One time, I was in charge 3 times and didn't.
In life, you was only in charge 3 times?
I was in charge 3 times younger age, and everything got done. I might have not did anything.
You didn't do a single thing.
What? Hold on, I was 5 years old. I was 5 years old.
No,
and none of y'all listened to anything that I said.
Yeah, you little bro. Who cares?
But okay, let me go back to my point. But like intentionally making you guys be held accountable for each other.
Yeah.
That's something that I learned because my sister was always accountable for us. And she was the middle child, but she was always accountable because she was the girl. She was able to function the house and all of those things. Those type of things that Nanny taught, I try to instill that in you guys. I've never told you that before, but those was instilled. And like with your mom, that was intentional of the stuff that we did, so you can keep on going and build the legacy that we've been talking about. I'm sorry.
Just that we're family, and when one of us suffers, we all suffer, and we just continue building, not off of each other, but with each other. And you're having success and everything in life, it's not going to be where you just see me struggling, it's gonna be where you come with me and be like, hey, we're gonna make it. We didn't come this far for one of us to fail. We came this far for all of us to succeed and be able to fulfill our lives like God sees it. That's how I see it.
I like the point that you hit when like if we all fall, if one fall, we all fall. Like because I feel like within Perkins family, you and Mom has set it into the system of it's like me, Maury, Adia, we have a triangle, and within that triangle is where we all hold each other up. Because you've also made it, or you and Mom have made it where we're very competitive.
Oh yeah.
So it's not where it can be where I'm winning, Dia Maury losing. Like Maury got the mindset. He's like, I ain't losing. Like,
oh, he was trying to sneak up on you too.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's gonna be one of those little sneak ups. And he be like, oh yeah, hey, guess what? I passed you on that. I passed you on that a couple months ago. Like Maury got that kind of mindset, and Dia don't like being left behind.
Right.
But going into that part though, and knowing about our family history, what would y'all say has been some challenges that our family has faced?
Hold on, I'm gonna say something first. I would probably say the biggest challenge that us as a family has had is the passing of Uncle Pookie and just having to live that life without him because everybody in the Perkins household has lived their whole life with him in their presence. So that was a big challenge that we had to figure out how to overcome. Still figuring out how to overcome every day.
And so that's how we take this first episode.
That's the biggest challenge, in my opinion, at least.
I was going to hit with Maury, because I'm not trying to take any time and moment from Uncle Pookie because Uncle Pookie is your brother.
Oh my gosh.
And me and Maury both understand how much Uncle Pookie was to you. But I agree with Maury saying that's been one of our biggest challenges because nobody saw it coming.
Oh my goodness.
Everybody, the moment that we heard that, or we got the phone call, 2 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
Everything shut down. It was like, yo, this ain't real. Like, so.
You don't believe it's real?
I still don't believe it's real. And I'm like, I haven't seen this dude in, 4 years?
Yeah.
Like, where he with Tupac in Cancun? Like, but it's still a challenge because it's still where every year of his passing, every year for his birthday, it gets brought up. Anytime we have a big celebration, graduation for me last year, 18th birthday, Adia's graduating a couple weeks actually. Me going to college.
Lexi's graduation. Axel's birthday.
Axel's birth.
Yeah.
Like all those things, it's
Baby showers,
yeah.
He wasn't there for any of that. And of course, we talking about extended family, or like people that's not in this house, but we also talking about people that we really care about that is a Perkins. So I feel like that has become one of our biggest challenges and still a current challenge that we're trying to get to and like find a coping. But I'm gonna let you hit on that one.
So I would agree. I think the passing of my brother is huge. That's a total loss. But I think my biggest challenge the whole time is trying to figure out how to be a father. I didn't have a father. I didn't have. I always say to you guys, but y'all got me. you got me. But I didn't have me. I didn't have a father. I didn't have those things. And knowing that I made so many mistakes. I made so many mistakes as I was raising you guys to the point of those was challenges. I was like, I don't want these guys to hate me, but hey, but we're going to still get success is coming. Success is going to happen.
I ain't feeling it.
Oh,
y'all ain't feeling it.
And what I came to the conclusion with is that fathers just got to be there. You just got to be present. You just got to truly be present in the moment. So my biggest challenge, truly in 19, 20, 24 years is navigating fatherhood because I didn't have a roadmap.
And I think hitting on that point, I think another challenge that has been placed upon you, but also correlates into the whole family though, is us growing up.
Oh my gosh.
You have a 19-year-old
Why we
and
doing
me.
this? Okay, cool.
Your daughter is about to be 18.
I ain't like none of this conversation.
And then you got your youngest son is about to be 17.
That's what we're doing for you.
And then you have an older daughter.
That's what
That's
we're
what,
doing.
24?
Yeah, that's what we're doing, huh?
But you hit the point already. It was just like you didn't have a father. You did so, and you hit the point of you don't know what this looks like.
I think along those lines, like one of the hardest things that I've learned in this is the ability to like let go. And that's what I'm learning now. So the spirits now, shut up, man.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
But that like I don't know how I'm gonna feel when a deer like
Walk across that stage.
walk across the stage because that's a deer. I mean, you know, but that's
She's still getting a booster seat for
she
graduation.
She get a booster seat for her
Marriage.
wedding. Hey,
Baby shower, the booster seat gonna be for her, not the baby.
hey, there gonna be two of them.
Yeah.
but like being able to let y'all like flap your wings and start to fly. It's scary because I'm no longer in control. If that makes sense. But yeah, that's a challenge. That's a current challenge. That's a real life challenge.
Yeah. Now, excluding just this family, because what I want this podcast to be is where we can not only talk about our conversations and what we go through as a family, but like also trying to reach out to other families and how we ain't perfect.
No, we ain't.
We know that for sure. We ain't perfect. But a lot of times people can look at our family and be like, oh, that's like the Cosby family.
Man, they call us Cliff
Like-
Hustlers and all.
Like,
Like,
they be like,
Man, we got issues.
man, this family like First Prince of Bel-Air. Like, but because we get looked at like that, it's like, okay, let's do something about it. I feel like this podcast can do a perfect thing within that. So, as a father, what would be your advice of like for other fathers that's out there?
That's a good question. You didn't have that written down. That's a good question.
Come on now, hey,
Yeah,
the
that's
dome.
good. That's good. You got to be present. You got to be present, and you got to be approachable. You can still be a dictator. You can still be authoritative, but you still have to make yourself available to your kids. That's one of the things that I've learned. I've learned in my time that there's times where you have to be friendly. Not a friend, because I'm never going to be your friend. But I have to be friendly and present myself because I'm trying to still navigate you. Yeah. And if you don't come to me, and fathers out there need to understand that if your kids can't come to you, they're going to come to somebody. They're going to come to somebody. Somebody's going to tell them something. And somebody's going to navigate their life somehow. Why not me? Because I want the best for them. So if I was to tell any father anything, be available. Have an open ear. Listen. Listen.
Okay. Now, second part to that question. What would you tell those kids? Because it's not only where you raise just your own kids. You have raised many other people kids in your own household where you had your own family.
See, but they don't know that yet.
No, they
Okay,
that's what we got this podcast for.
We got to tell them.
This is what we got that for.
Okay.
Because we can have nice
A
little guests
lot of
come in.
folks
We got
coming in.
we got lists.
We do. So I would tell a child to find someone that you're comfortable with being open and honest and downright like, hey, this is me. This is what I'm going through. You got to find that person that you can be your authentic self with, and start listening. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Find someone that you trust well enough that you can be authentic. You can cry with. You can just be who you are, and then listen, because the adults try to make sure that you don't fall into those those pitfalls. So if I was to talk to a teenager or something, hey, find someone that will listen. And if the person that you found ain't listening, find another one. Keep on searching for that person because it's out there. God has made that person to be your guide. Those are what I call guardian angels.
Okay. All right. So for everybody that's listening, I need y'all to really listen to that, because for me, I found that person and I found it at birth. This guy sitting right beside me. I have the same name as him, so I have to hold a certain part of that already. But I feel like that's even within him. I don't go to him about everything.
I wish you did.
I can't. I'm sorry. Love you.
Some stuff I don't even want to know, though.
Exactly. That's why I ain't. But I found people. You know.
You know?
Some things I don't even want to know sometimes.
But like, you gotta find that person. So if you take anything from this episode, I want y'all to find that person. I want y'all to start looking for that person. Now I'm gonna give you a little curveball and ask you a question, Mark. What do you, because you're the youngest and we also brothers, so we're gonna be the next generation. What do you envision the family legacy looking like in the future?
Well, you coming up with a mention?
Come on now.
Ask that again so I don't mess it up. Go.
If I'm being honest, the legacy in the future, I feel like it's going to be me and you leading charge of the Perkins family and carrying dad's legacy, mom's legacy, and beliefs about everything. I feel like it's going to be us really ruling and controlling the family, controlling mom and dad for a good amount of time. Having to tell dad not to get them cheese doodles, not to be getting all them chips,
Not to be working.
having to be getting mom off of Monopoly Go,
Having TikTok now.
having to do stuff like that, and just really carrying on that legacy and just being able to teach our kids and their kids, just carrying it on from there.
Okay. What, you gonna ask me the question?
Yeah, I want to hear what your opinion with that is.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Go.
So my question, I was going to answer it anyways, but to answer that question, I feel like one thing that we have been talking about completely off camera, we're going to get back to it later anyways though, but one thing that we've really been talking about is family wealth. What's that word for it? Generational wealth. I feel like within generational wealth, that is going to be what I want to see our family like. I want to see where we have like a certain time, certain holidays, or certain events. Be like, hey, we come together as a family. And 9 times out of 10, we can be right beside each other, all as neighbors.
But I don't think it should just be Perkins family.
Oh,
We
no.
still have a whole other side that we might not have that much close contact with,
Oh yeah.
but still, they're still blood.
Because, and I completely agree, because I think within me, you, and Adia, and this ain't no diss to none of the cousins, none of y'all, none of that. I promise you. But I feel like we have the biggest stronghold as siblings and as individuals. Mainly because we got this guy right here and mom.
You don't got a choice.
Exactly. So because we've already had that foundation, we can be the stronghold. So going to helping out our cousins, our cousins, everybody within that whole extended part. I still want to be able to do that because I want it to be where there's no disconnect no more. We have so many family members that either we don't really even know, or we don't have that big connection with, or they're just too far away, or not easy to access.
Or we don't have the connection with anymore.
That part too. So because of that, I want it to be where 10 years from now, 20 years from now, when we all got into our careers, where we can be like, hey, you good? I'm making sure you're straight.
What you need?
What you need? Because we always said, like, what do you need? Even though 9 times out of 10, I know at least I always said nothing. They always seem scared to go to you about what do I need until I got older. But I feel like one thing about me, you, and Dia is that we're gonna be a lot easier to like approach. So I want our family legacy not just with the Perkins family, but everybody that got a Perkins last name, or for moms and her family, a Williams last name, to be able to keep that legacy going. What you think?
I agree. I agree with what you guys are saying, because that's what this podcast and what we're trying to get out to the world. That if your inner circle is tight, your inner circle affects your outer circle. And the more that you keep on expanding, now we have really, not we meaning Perkins family, but we as in African American blacks, we have made an impact in our community, in our world, in our state, in our whatever. But you have made an impact, and that's what this is about. It's about helping the others out to make sure that they're successful. So I like those comments. I like those answers.
You know, that's what they think why African Americans are so weak.
Every other community that comes to America, if you look at the Hispanic community, you found them in a 3-bedroom house, 20 deep. Mm-hmm. A year later, the house over there has been bought, and now it's 10 over here, 10 over there. The next year, it's the 3rd house, and then you got 5, 8, whatever, however you do it. But they'll keep on purchasing those lands, and they all are owning it.
And it's always where other races have no problem with generational wealth. It would be our own people when that idea gets brought up. That's when I ain't doing that. I ain't living with your brother and your.
I'm not trying to invest.
I don't want to deal with having to deal with that part of the family because I don't like them.
Right,
and that shouldn't be a choice. It should be where if you love me, care for me, it shouldn't matter who we're living with, where we're living, who's going and coming. It should be, it's me and you, and we build.
And we try to build this thing. Yeah. Imagine if my money is your money, and your money is my money.
Can't be stealing from me.
As long as I still have some of my money on the side, what's the problem?
Don't need it. You from.
And we'll get back into that within later episodes. This is just like a nice little starter of like what Legacy Talks is. I want this episode to be where y'all get a nice little foundation, a nice little base of what we're talking about. So within this, I want to take a little pause on everything that we talked about. We got NBA conference finals coming today. Is it today?
It's today.
Pacers and
we got Pacers, Celtics.
Celtics.
Pacers, Celtics.
Please let everybody know the nonsense that he brought up last night.
Oh, all right. So
that's another episode.
No. That nonsense that you said last night.
Jason Tatum's not better than Luka.
There we go.
What?
That one right.
Was it that statement?
Yeah.
Yes. That was the only statement that was completely out of
as of right now. I do not believe Jason Tatum is better than Luka. I will say that right now.
What's your facts? What's your evidence?
We went over this yesterday about the statistics of this year of whose stats was better. And didn't you say, you was counting them, that Luka's stats this year was better? Yes. No.
Well, no.
Yes or no?
I'll get back to what you're saying. I want to talk about within this game tonight, in this series, who you got winning? Pacers, Celtics.
You better not say
We
nothing.
talking about wait, but
But then,
Porzingis is hurt until game 4, maybe.
okay, who do you have winning the series? Pacers, Celtics.
Celtics.
All right.
In what game? Call it.
Celtics in 5.
Oh my gosh.
I can work with that.
Celtics in 5.
Well, you said
Celtics in 6.
Celtics and 6.
I think.
I think it's gonna be 5 or 6. But I'll still
Oh my gosh. You for real?
It's not going to 7.
I don't think it's
And
going
it's
to
not-
There's
gonna
no
be a
way. I was gonna say it can't be a sweep.
It's either 5 or 6 in my opinion. I'm going with 5
But I
just
think it
because
could be 5.
I think Tatum's going to be better than Tyrese.
Say it again.
He
Tatum's
said
gonna be better than
Tyrese. Hey, you heard him. He said Tyrese.
Yeah, just making
Hey.
sure.
So you got Celtics and 6.
I got Celtics. And hold on. I got Celtics in 6. I got Tatum averaging 27 points. I got Brown averaging 27 points.
He's not averaging 27.
See, he got all of that.
He ain't never
I'm not
averaged
gonna do all that
27 in
average
his life.
What?
He ain't never averaged
Who?
27 in his life. Brown.
Jalen Brown?
Jalen Brown balled when it was in the finals.
27 though?
I don't know what he did.
27
I don't know what he did.
You know how much 27 are?
Hey, hold on. Didn't they put like 54 together or something?
I
Like,
don't
one game?
remember.
Like 54, 60?
I can look it
Tatum
up.
and Brown?
Want me to look it up? We don't got nobody looking it up right
We
now.
don't got nobody looking at
Okay,
it.
cool.
Hey, we want to
Okay,
we're gonna
other
need
side,
somebody
other
else.
side.
All right, so Western, we got Timberwolves versus.
That's tomorrow.
Mavericks.
That's tomorrow.
Who you got?
He gonna say something stupid.
He gonna
So I
say.
got winning.
Who you got winning the
He
series?
gonna say something stupid. He gonna say something stupid.
Timberwolves in 6.
Time!
He went
Timberwolves in 6.
Yo, hey, I swear to you. Hey,
He can't. That's a lie.
Where's the lie?
Then how's Luka better?
Anthony Edwards has been a dog in the playoffs. Yes or no? Has he been a dog in the playoffs?
Other than that other game.
Has he been
How is Luka better?
Okay, hold on. If we flip these teams who they're going against, Anthony Edwards going against
Celtics?
Anthony Edwards going against the Pacers team, and Celtics versus Mavs.
Okay, hold on. Let's go back to the question.
Go back to the question. Who you got winning? You said Timberwolves and
Timberwolves in
6.
6.
Alright. That's gonna be a tough one.
I know you're saying Timberwolves first.
I'm definitely
He said Timberwolves.
because you know I like Luka. Timberwolves in 6. Yeah, Timberwolves in 6. But
I think it's
Luka gonna go off.
I think it's gonna be close games.
Luka's gonna go off. This
Game
season.
2 and
So,
Game 4 is
who
gonna
you
be
got?
close games.
I'm gonna go Timberwolves in 6. I think the Mavericks are gonna choke. But within them choking,
I don't think it's gonna be a matter of choking. I think it's gonna be who's a better team at
if
the end.
it's where you only win 2 games, yes, you did choke.
That's not choking.
That ain't choking.
That's not
They're not
choking.
even a favorite.
Okay, but you still got Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving.
How old is Kyrie?
Doesn't matter. Kyrie's still.
When has
balls.
Kyrie been the star, the leader of a team?
He don't
that
gotta
was
be the
successful?
leader.
That was successful. Because that Celtics team
I was about to say Celtics.
Celtics. He was the leader of the Celtics. He was the
not
leader at the
successful.
Nets.
was not no. KD was leader.
KD ain't never
KD
led
ain't no
nothing.
leader. KD
was
is a
never
snake.
successful when he was by himself either.
Did you call him a snake?
He is a snake.
What?
When he left OKC to
He
go to
left
that ring.
OKC the moment that they lost. Next year he gets that ring.
Didn't he lose against Warriors too?
He said, "Ring me."
Didn't he lose against the Warriors and then go join the Warriors?
He said,
So that's why they call him a
"Ring me."
snake.
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody calls him a
And
snake.
then afterwards he said, "All right, I'm gonna try to do my own thing." And what? Went to the Nets.
He went to the Nets.
And they had 4 of them boys. Them boys was like
Hey,
everybody.
hey, because
Blake
he-
Griffin was on that team.
Blake
too,
Griffin was
wasn't
nice over there too because he brought over James Harden and he brought over Kyrie.
Going back to the main point. I know we gotta don't get off.
Hey, I ain't joking.
Timberwolves in,
I got Timberwolves in 6.
and you say who gonna choke?
I believe the Mavericks are going to choke.
Name the one
exactly.
Thank you.
I think if anybody's going to choke, I think it's going to be Kyrie. I don't think it's going to be Luka.
he? But Kyrie can choke and the Mavs can still win if that's the case.
Kyrie is not the leader on the Mavs, yes. But Kyrie still does a very big part
I get
of
what you're
who
saying.
the Mavericks.
Because
How the Mavericks have made it that far.
how Maverick has been winning, it's been Kyrie, Luka scoring 30 each.
Excuse me.
So if Kyrie's not doing that,
Kyrie was balling and Luka was choking.
yeah.
But also, wait.
But I think
I don't
Luka's
believe your
gonna be a
statement
better-
is true though, Deep.
What?
Because you got to think, when has Kyrie choked in the playoffs?
He ain't never choked.
He's never.
Kyrie ain't never choked in the
When
playoffs.
Kyrie was with Bron and Cavaliers, he was not choking.
Balling.
Yeah,
he was locking up Curry too, in my opinion, just a little bit.
Yeah, because he a better defender than Curry.
Excuse me.
Can't guard.
Name
everybody.
the time that
When he was at
Kyrie
the
choked.
Nets, he won't choke him.
They didn't even make it to the playoffs.
Yes,
That
he did. But I don't.
And what they do? And what they do?
Good Lord.
Game seven,
Exactly.
game 7 against
What
Bucks.
they do?
Game 7 against Bucks. That's how it went. That's how they went out.
Was Kyrie playing in that?
I don't know.
He was probably hurt.
I know it
Oh,
was
he was
KD.
probably bad.
That wasn't COVID
He
season.
wasn't bad.
He was probably on
That
something
was
because
COVID season.
he was probably
I think so.
on some social media talking about the earth being flat.
That was a bubble
You
season.
gonna get off Duke. That's what you're gonna do.
I'm a Duke fan
All
too.
right, we're gonna get. Hold on, let's focus. He's called out the
I'm
game.
just saying.
I got
So
Timberwolves,
finals matchup is who?
Celtics, Wolves.
Celtics, Wolves.
We can come back later and predict that game then.
All right.
Unless you want to do early prediction.
I want to know. I want to know what y'all think. What do y'all think? Who's winning the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference? Who's
Type
winning?
it in the comments. Type it. We want to see.
Who's winning?
I think it's gonna be
Can
good.
somebody comment down if you agree that Jason Tatum is not better than Luka?
He got Luka. He got Jason Tatum as what? 7?
I don't remember.
7. We can
6.
pull up the list.
Oh, we're
now.
gonna pull up
Hey,
that list.
I think
Hey,
it was
we
6.
can
Oh, we're gonna
up
pull
the
up that
list.
list.
We can.
I think I said
Let's
6.
go. All right. So, and this will be the last point that we have, and then we'll end it like that. All right. So we have the top 10 NBA players of 2023-2024 season. Everybody's healthy. So starting with Dad's list. Dad's list goes number 1, Greek Freak,
Yep.
Embiid,
Yep.
Jokic,
Mm.
Tatum, Luka at 5, Anthony Edwards at 6,
There we go.
Shea at 7. Now, what we all did was we all said 4 through 7 can move around depending on how everything goes. And number 4 is Luka, Ant, and Shea.
For who?
No, I'm saying that's the 4, 6, 7.
Okay.
Or
No.
4 through
Tatum.
7. Oh, Tatum.
Luka.
My fault. So the 4 through 7 is Tatum, Luka, and Shea.
Okay.
All those can be moved around. Number 8 is KD. 9 is LeBron. Number 10 is Davis. Anthony Davis. And honorable mention is Steph Curry. All
That's
right.
my list. There we go.
So this guy's list.
This guy's list.
All right. Mari's list is Greek Freak,
Yeah.
Embiid,
Yeah.
Jokic.
Top 3 the same.
Everybody's the same for top 3. Number 4 for Mari is Luka. Anthony Edwards at 5. Tatum at 6. Shea at 7. Again, those 4 can be all
Name his 4 again.
His 4 is
Anthony
Luka,
Edwards, Tatum,
Ant, Tatum,
Thank
Shea.
you. Thank you.
That's
Nonsense.
his 7. 8 is KD. 9 is LeBron. Curry is 10. Mari's honorable mention is Anthony Davis. Now, if I'm looking at my list, I'm pretty sure my list is the same as that as Dad's, so I ain't gonna really say it over again.
Kind of ironic, don't you think? Same name, same list.
It ain't my fault that we,
Same
that
name,
we actually
same
got some
list.
rings.
Okay.
It ain't our fault that we got
Okay.
rings. You said Luka at 4.
We'll see in the playoffs. Whoever gets that ring is definitely going to.
Oh,
Whoever gets that ring will be my 4. If it's between
Okay,
if
so
that matchup is how we have it, Celtics versus Timberwolves.
whoa,
the number
wait.
the
Okay,
number
hold on.
that's what I've been saying.
No. Hold on.
The number 4 will be Tatum. But if Anthony Edwards gets that ring, Anthony Edwards is my 4.
Then where Luka at?
Luka will drop down to 6 if he's out the playoffs. If he's
Okay.
if he's not in the finals, he's gonna be a 6, and it'll be Anthony Edwards.
So
and
whoever
Jason
wins the
Tatum.
finals this season are number 4.
Is number 4. How is that wrong? Because that's the first person to get a ring out of those people.
Okay, I
I'm
can.
the first one to actually get something out of the career. So I would.
I can kind of.
Yeah. So somebody new is going to get a ring.
Somebody new is going to get a ring.
I want to know who you agree with the most. Who do you agree with the most? This guy, I hope not.
Or the Anthonys.
At least Anthony's got some sense. That was today's episode of Legacy Talks. I hope y'all was able to learn. I hope y'all listened. I hope everything kind of made some sense about how this podcast is about to go. Peace out.